Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Gemini for the first week of November 2021. It's a weekly read. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign, so please check out the other available videos on the channel so you get a fuller, more rounded picture as what potentially could be happening for your love life in this week. These are timeless readings. It's kind of whenever you come across them, it's most likely going to be your message, but just kind of labeling it for as a weekly read for November, okay guys? So obviously if parts of the message resonate, then that's awesome, or if the whole reading resonates, that's cool as well. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message, okay guys? So take what you feel fits and leave the rest. Now, I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind, etc. So please use your own discernment and kind of flip the roles, but please do not make the story fit, as it were, okay? So let's have a look and see what's happening for love for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. For love, please. Angels of Love and Light, can you please give us clear, concise messages for Gemini for this weekly reading? For love, please. What's happening for love? Gemini. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Hey, King of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, Scorpio energy, Death in reverse. Let's see. Oh, we have your energy here upright, beautiful, with the Lovers. I'm gonna take another couple of more. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. King of Swords upright and the Ten of Cups. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, okay. So you could be dealing with a fellow Gemini, Scorpio, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that predominantly either you or your love interest are wanting to move forward very confidently when it comes to love, and either you or your love interest, if they're dealing with a third party, have had to make a particular choice and choose between two partners. Either that, if they've been having to choose between most likely a karmic partner here with the King of Pentacles energy in reverse, and yourself, either that or you've had to make a choice, or you've got a choice between a love interest and somebody else, okay? And what I'm getting here is that there potentially could be three choices. There could be three choices. So there could be someone who wants something more long-term here with the King of Swords, someone who's a bit more mature, someone you have very good conversation with, someone who is very intelligent, wanting to grow and connect, someone who's very like-minded when it comes to particular goals and challenges, and you may be on the same wavelength with this person and to go forward towards some sort of emotional fulfillment, maybe even eventually settle down and have a family one day. Potentially that could be something that either this person is interested in or you're interested, like you're on the same wavelength with this person. But there could be another person in the mix who you may choose between, who could be someone who comes in and out of your life, potentially just for a good time rather than for very much a long time, because they're in the Knight of Wands energy. So you may have a choice between someone who's kind of in and out, maybe a little bit of a flake potentially, or someone who is just liking to be very independent, but you may have to chase this person rather than them chasing you. But you may not be so keen on the idea of that. So potentially this person could be rushing in for a short time rather than having something intentional long term. Potentially they may not necessarily have their finances in order right now, or they're leaving a very ungrounded situation to then gather more confidence to then come towards you and just kind of test the waters between the two of you. That's something else I'm getting. Either that, or there's potentially a third person here with the King of Pentacles in reverse who you could have been dealing from the past, potentially a long-term karmic partner of sorts, someone that you had potentially invested in, and a situation didn't necessarily work out, and they may be trying to come back around, saying that they've changed, but potentially they most likely have not changed. They've been very resistant to change, very stubborn in their ways, potentially just focused predominantly on finances, not a very romantic person, as it were, somebody who's a little bit cold, potentially a little bit distant, like emotionally distant. And I'm also getting someone who is quite guarded, and they've been very stubborn and resistant to change, and potentially this person may be trying to come back around to move forward and say things have changed, but potentially they haven't. So that's another message for someone. So I'm trying not to get this to be too complicated, guys, but what I'm getting is either you have a choice between 1, 2 or 3 people, or you're dealing with a love interest who's dealing with a third party karmic partner who they've had something long term, and they're making the decision to cut that out of their life, so that they can come forward confidently towards you, independently, and show you their passion, and that they're on the same page as you, wanting emotional fulfillment and commitment, and potentially they haven't changed their whole situation as of yet with this long-term person. Like, it's still in a transition of transforming. Like, they've realized that this relationship of sorts that they're dealing with can't be mended, and that it's basically ended. It's like finito, it's needed to be finished, it's kind of dead and gone, and it can't really be reignited anymore. So therefore this person's realizing, look, I can't carry on like flogging a dead horse type of thing. I have to be able to move on forward, and I feel like this person's completing a major cycle potentially so that they can move on forward towards you and put the effort in to work on a particular connection, because there's this recognition of an unfinished business between the two of you. Now, when I looked at the camera just now, I looked at the phone, it says 7:17 on the clock, so you could potentially be seeing those numbers. That is a very significant number. It's very, especially if you're dealing with a divine counterpart, twin flame, divine masculine, divine feminine type energy. That's definitely an angel number to look up if that's something that you see relatively often, okay, guys? And what I'm getting is that somebody may have been incredibly hurt in this particular relationship of sorts, however this best resonates. If there's unfinished business between the two of you from a past person, and they're wanting to heal things or fix things, they're needing to take time for themselves, because they've been very burdened on how to close an old cycle in their life so that they can come forward towards you. Potentially there could be a lot of people around them stirring malicious gossip about a particular ending coming in, and they're trying to make it as difficult as possible. Could be dealing with a Cancer, even a Leo. Look at how all these cards just wanted to fall out my hand, like but what I feel like I need to do is we do have a little bit of time, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly clarify what this King of Pentacles is about. Potentially, if this is all just one person, they may just be materially not in the place where they want to be right now. They feel very passionate about you, wanting to come forward and be very straight with you, a very blunt, honest conversation, that they're actually searching for their emotional fulfillment, even if that means they've lost a lot financially. They're realizing that they can't stay in this other situation anymore, because they were most likely comfortable in that situation, and they didn't necessarily have the growth emotionally that they were potentially looking for. So what's this King of Pentacles about, reverse? Oh my gosh. So we have Libra and Capricorn. Wow, okay. The Devil and Justice. With the Ace of Wands. Wow. Oh my god. So either you or your love interest, if they've been dealing with a third party, It was a very unhealthy, toxic relationship that predominantly could have just been mainly intimacy rather than and like sex rather than like love. Like not very interested in love whatsoever. They may have just been more on a material basis, and somebody may be going through some sort of legal proceedings as of right now to get out of this particular long-term situation, because it's been very difficult and very heartbreaking. Yeah, the emotional fulfillment hasn't necessarily been there. Somebody's taking action because they don't want to be heartbroken anymore, and they want something that is going to give them stability and success and happiness, and they're giving up on this other connection because they've had particular clarity. Definitely they've had clarity that they need to close this other cycle because it was unhealthy. They felt out of their depth and they need to go for a breakup because it was incredibly painful, very challenging, and they just felt very stuck with this person. That could be an additional message. Either that, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Libra, or your person is. Oh gosh. Someone's incredibly materialistic, very greedy, wanting to get what they can get from a particular situation. Somebody's very bored in a relationship though, and they've not been able to move forward because of that. They felt very trapped in their head. Yeah, look at that. They feel regretful for being in that particular situation here with the Five of Cups. They may not necessarily have been open and told you about what they've been going through. There's been a lot of illusions to do with another situation of sorts that they've been holding on to, or someone trying to hold on to them, look, purely for financial gain, but it doesn't necessarily work out. There was no emotional fulfillment there. Look, trying to stand up for it because of the financial aspects to do with the connection. Oh my gosh. Yeah, somebody's been stuck in that particular cycle though with the world. I'm going to take one more for this King of Pentacles in reverse with this Devil and Justice. Yeah, look at that. Overindulgence here with the Nine of Cups in reverse, potentially with a karmic partner. Look at that. A long-term partnership didn't necessarily work out. It was really unhealthy with the Queen and the King of Pentacles. So if your person was dealing with a long-term partner that they were living with in a family situation or something along those lines, it was incredibly toxic, unhealthy. There was huge regrets, and they mainly stayed in that situation purely because they were comfortable but not emotionally fulfilled. Like comfortable to do with their finances, but everything else just wasn't right. It just didn't feel good. Just feeling very much at a loss, and potentially your person could have been wearing rose tinted glasses to do with this connection for an incredibly long time, and they're realizing that they can't wear them anymore because there's most likely been infidelity here. But they've fallen out of love with each other. If they were in love with each other at one point, they're fallen out of love. There's nothing there. There's nothing there between the two of them anymore. So what's this Scorpio energy? What's this Death card about? Reverse for Gemini. Yeah, look at that. Someone's emotionally checking out from the whole thing here with the Eight of Cups. Someone is not interested. They're realising that it's dead and gone, that it can't be mended, and they're wanting to move on. They stayed in it purely for duty and obligation. There's been a lot of illusions, but whoever is leaving another situation, they're realising it's better to kind of walk off into the distance, into the unknown, rather than stay in something that's not serving them anymore and just holding on to it purely for financial reasons because it was a fleeting success. Rather than holding on to it for financial reasons, it just wasn't necessarily working out. And I feel someone's going to give you some sort of message to let you know that that they're closing this other situation off, that it wasn't working out anymore, and that they're manifesting a brand new beginning. And to let you know that there may be delays as of right now from something moving forward, but potentially there's just been a lot of people stirring up a lot of gossip. Stirring up a lot of gossip. And potentially there may have been, potentially there are issues that if something isn't going to be moved on from, if like it was to carry on, then it will just make things worse. There would just be more conflict. Potentially could be dealing with a Gemini, more Scorpio energy, or Libra. That's strongly in the chart here. We'll look at the Gemini energy with the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here for Gemini? Yeah, 9 of Swords in reverse. Someone's been incredibly stressed to do with a love connection of sorts, and they're wanting to come out of that. They don't want to be stressed anymore. They don't want sleepless nights. They're wanting brand new love in their life. Yeah, they want to heal from difficulties and heartbreak and kind of just let go of any of the interferences or difficulties that there may have been to do with a third party stirring up a load of trouble, because it's just been incredibly wounding and troublesome. Very difficult to bear. I'm getting somebody just kind of wants to let things be, just move on. They're not wanting to stay in a situation anymore. They've had enough. What else is this Gemini energy? Yeah, look at that. Somebody's going to communicate and let someone know that something's going to be finished off. That someone's ready to relieve a relationship or sorts that hasn't necessarily worked out, and they're getting themselves together because they've gone through some sort of awakening that they can't be trapped in their head anymore and just fantasize about a connection between the two of you, and not solve any of the issues at hand. They need to put the action in, and somebody is wanting to do that. They're wanting to put the action in here with the Star energy. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I just feel like you're going to receive some sort of communication that somebody's put somebody else out in the cold, like they've gone through a particular breakup of sorts because there was unrequited love, and it was an incredibly burdensome situation where there was just loads of drama and chaos, and somebody just wants to end it. Like what is this King of Swords about? King of Swords, yeah, someone's healing themselves from something that was incredibly challenging here with the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's definitely been major heartbreak. Somebody's coming clean with a particular truth. Yeah, to do with a deception or infidelity with a long-term partner, and they're going back to someone else. So I feel like your person, if they're dealing with a third party, are going to come back to let you know that there has been some sort of infidelity with a long-term partner that they may have been in, and they're trying to rejuggle their finances after potentially losing a lot of money financially to then have a brand new love with you. But potentially they may not necessarily have their confidence up as of yet, because they've been repressing how they feel, because they've been losing themselves in another connection of sorts, so they can't come forward and offer you a brand new beginning as of yet. But that's intentionally what they want to do. But they need to heal themselves after not being given equal give and take in another relationship or partnership of sorts. But they're definitely keeping an eye on you about, you know, your love and your situation. They want hope in your connection. They want to be able to move things forward after a period of time of feeling out in the cold. They're ready to move and take whatever obstacles that there have been and just kind of overcome them here. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Let's have a look and see from the romance angels what we can get for Gemini. Now, there was so many different types of messages here, guys. So obviously please take what resonates and leave the rest. I was picking up on 3 different people potentially, or it could be one person and they kind of all fit the bill of one person. However this kind of resonates. So obviously it may not be for everyone, okay? Let's have a look. What's happening for Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for November. Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Yeah, there's definitely somebody wanting to flirt here, especially with this King of Wands energy. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a high level of commitment. Express your love. Yeah, someone's definitely wanting to be more involved in someone else's life. And calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So you could be dealing with a high level soulmate, divine counterpart, twin flame, divine feminine, divine masculine. And you deserve love. You are lovable. And reconciliation. Maybe somebody from the past is wanting to come back into your life and reconcile and heal a situation. I mean, you've got that quite strongly here with the King of Swords. Wanting to heal, and then past life soulmate connection here, potentially. Somebody is realising that they need to change things around and to make things fair. And potentially if someone from the past is going to be coming back into your life and they've had issues to do with a third party, thinking the grass was greener, it really wasn't. And they're most likely wanting to apologise for that particular situation, especially if they broke your heart in a particular way, or if they just stayed in something duly to be comfortable with a long-term financial situation. They weren't getting very much fulfilled in their life in regards to that other particular situation, and they're wanting to manifest this kind of Ten of Cups with you. They recognise that you have a very strong soulmate connection, potentially a past life connection. There may even be an opportunity for settling down and starting a family and marriage on the cards, but potentially there's the sense of someone feeling relatively obsessed, potentially obsessed with the idea of fixing something with you, but they may be more in their shadow side as of right now. They haven't fully healed, so they could be overindulging in drinking, I'm getting. They could really like to have a drink, and so therefore they're just feeling like you're the one that kind of slipped away from them because they stayed in something else because they were stuck in their ego. And they need to come forward towards you and be like open and honest and fair to you, to let you know, and kind of like, I'm getting even calm your mind or rest your mind to let you know of what's exactly going on in the situation, because you may have not had very much clarity with this person. There could have been a lack of communication. What I'm also getting is that you may not necessarily have been on the same page, but this person's wanting to make things right, and they're trying to strategize right now on how to best heal and reconcile potentially with you. And they're having pure intentions to finish off this other situation, because all they can do is really think about you, and they may feel that potentially you may be already taken, especially if they've taken a very long time dealing with another connection, and you have kind of someone else coming in who's very hot and fashionable, passionate about you, wanting to come in, kind of sweep you off your feet, but they may just be coming in for a short-lived kind of time, if you get what I mean. So let's get what's happening here with the Soulmates in Separation, unspoken love messages by the Serendipity Tarot. So what would your person like to say to you, or what would you like to say to them? So if you're dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, what's going to be said? All those secrets I kept caught up with me, each and every last one of them. I'll take one more. I am still healing. Well, we kind of know that. Bottom of the deck, a part of me died when I let you go. If you're dealing with a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, my pride and ego led us astray, was potentially here where we has that devil card. And I was dishonest with you and myself, and I lived one big lie. I struggle with love and expressing it. It just does not come easy for me. If you were dealing with a fire sign, oh gosh, too many, but we'll take this one up here. We've both changed a great deal. I fear you moved on from me. One more. I am scared you will not accept me now. Judgment. I'm making the decision once and for all to turn this around. And lastly, if you're dealing with a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Hurting you was not the plan. And one more. Deliver me from temptation. Yeah, well, we got that devil card there, okay? And then we have the overriding energy. For the water sign, we have, I kick myself for sabotaging this relationship. My life won't be the same. Every song I hear reminds me of you. Okay? So anyway, guys, I hope that you have enjoyed the reading and that it did resonate for you, or parts of the message resonate. If you did enjoy, please like, share and subscribe. Leave us a comment. I greatly appreciate it and I'll reply back to those. If you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys get an alert as to when I post another video for you. And I really hope that you have enjoyed Halloween and have a really good week. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. Take care and bye for now.